My name is Teresa Moreno. I am 64 years old. I live in Porto, in a small apartment above a flower shop. My husband died 7 years ago. Since then, the apartment has been very quiet. I have one child. My son's name is Rui. He moved to Madrid a long time ago. He has a wife, Clara, and 2 boys. He works in an office. He wears clean shirts, speaks quickly, and always sounds busy. He says life is expensive. He says the city never sleeps. He says he will call me on Sunday. Many Sundays pass, so I live alone. In the morning, I open my window and listen to the street. I water my plants. I make coffee. I speak to my late husband's photo sometimes. I know that sounds strange, but lonely people make their own small habits. I still keep Rui's school notebook in a drawer. On the first page he wrote, "For my dear Mama." His handwriting was round and messy then. When I look at it, I do not see a grown man. I see a boy with scraped knees and a warm hand in mine. He has a wife, Clara, Anne. One rainy afternoon, someone knocked on my door. I opened it, and there he was. "Rui?" I said. He smiled. "Hello, Mama." For a second, I forgot how to breathe. Then I pulled him inside and held him so tightly that he laughed. "You are crushing me," he said. "I don't care," I told him. "You came." He says life. His coat was wet. I took it. I made tea. He sat at my kitchen table, the same table where he once did homework and cried over hard math questions. Now he looked older, thinner, tired around the eyes. He says the city never sleeps. We talked for a long time. He asked about my knees. I asked about Clara and the boys. He showed me photos on his phone. One boy had lost a front tooth. The other was holding a football almost bigger than his head. I laughed. My heart felt full. Then Rui became quiet. "Mama," he said, "I came because I've been thinking about you." I waited. "You should not live here alone anymore." The room felt smaller. "I manage well," I said. "You try to manage well," he answered. "That is not the same thing." He leaned closer. "Come to Madrid with me. Stay with us. The boys need their grandmother. Clara wants that too. You will have your own room. You won't be alone. You won't need to carry heavy bags up these stairs." I looked around my kitchen. The old clock, the blue curtains, my husband's chair near the wall. My whole life was in that room. "This is my home," I said softly. "I know," he said. "Your father lived here." "I know that too." "I know every sound in this building," I said. "The flower shop bell downstairs, the neighbour's radio, the pipes in winter. Old people need familiar things." Rui rubbed his forehead. "Old people also need safety." His words hurt me a little. Not because they were cruel, because they were true. That night, after he went to sleep on the sofa, I sat alone in the dark. Rain tapped on the window. I thought about Madrid. I thought about my grandsons. I thought about eating dinner with other people instead of hearing only my own fork on a plate. In the morning, Rui spoke again. "If you come with me," he said, We should sell the apartment. It will help with your new start. You won't need this place anymore. I turned my face away. That sentence was too large, too sharp. He touched my hand. Mama, I'm trying to do the right thing. I wanted to believe him. Maybe I believed him because I needed to. Maybe mothers are like that. Within 3 weeks, the apartment was sold to a young couple expecting a baby. The woman cried when she saw the little balcony. The man said they would paint the kitchen yellow. I smiled, but inside, I felt like a tree being pulled out by its roots. Rui handled most of the paperwork. It's easier this way, he said. You should rest. When the money came, he put it in his leather bag. I will keep everything together, he told me. Tickets, documents, money. Don't worry. And I did what mothers do too often. I nodded. On the day we left, I locked my apartment for the last time. I touched the door with my fingertips. I did not cry then. I was afraid that if I started, I would not stop. We took a taxi to the international coach station. The sky was grey. People moved everywhere with suitcases, backpacks, paper cups, and tired faces. Loud voices came from the speakers above us. I held my handbag close to my chest. Rui bought something from a machine and gave me a bottle of water. Our coach leaves in 40 minutes, he said. Sit here near the bakery. I need to speak to the driver and arrange help for your suitcase. The platform is far. All right, I said. He smiled quickly. I'll be back soon. I watched him walk away. I remember the colour of his jacket. Dark green. I remember the small tear near one pocket. I remember because I kept looking for that jacket again and again. 10 minutes passed. Then 20. The station grew louder. A child cried. A man laughed into his phone. A cleaner pushed a broom across the floor. Still, no Rui. I stood up slowly and looked toward the platforms. My knees shook. 35 minutes passed. A cold feeling entered my chest. I sat down again because I felt weak. I told myself there was a line, a problem with luggage, a ticket mistake, anything. After almost an hour, a man in a navy uniform stopped near me. Madam, he said gently, are you waiting for someone? My son, I answered. He went to get help with my suitcase. We are going to Madrid. The man looked at my bags, then at my face. Do you know his coach number? I opened my handbag with trembling hands. He has the tickets, but I have his photo. I showed him a picture from last Christmas. Rui was standing between Clara and the boys, smiling in a red scarf. The uniformed man studied it carefully. Please stay here, he said. My name is Mateo. I work here. I'll check the platform records. I whispered, Thank you. Every minute felt longer than the one before it. When Mateo came back, he was carrying 2 paper cups. He handed one to me. It's warm milk, he said. Drink a little. I looked at his face, and I knew something was wrong. What happened? I asked. He sat beside me. Your son boarded the Madrid coach alone. I stared at him. No, I said. Mateo spoke very quietly. I checked with the driver. I checked the cameras. He got on by himself. I shook my head. That is not possible. He came for me. He sold my apartment. We are leaving together. Mateo lowered his eyes. I'm very sorry. Something broke inside me then. Not loudly, not like glass, more like cloth tearing very slowly. I covered my mouth with my hand, but the sound still came out. People passed us. Some looked. Most did not. I have nowhere to go, I whispered. Mateo was silent for a moment. Then he said, My wife is at home. Her name is Inez. We have a small house. It is not fancy, but it is warm. Please come with me tonight. Tomorrow we will think clearly. I can't ask that of you. You did not ask, he said. I am offering. I turned toward him. His eyes were kind and tired and honest. He added, When I was 12, my mother worked nights cleaning offices. Many people ignored her. I never forgot that. Please, let me help. So I went. Mateo and Inez lived in a quiet neighborhood with orange trees near the sidewalk. Their daughter, Sophia, opened the door. She was 16 and wearing socks with little stars on them. She looked surprised to see me, but she smiled. Inez brought soup and bread. Nobody asked cruel questions. Nobody spoke too much. That kindness saved me. Very late that night, when the house was asleep, I heard Mateo in the kitchen, speaking on the phone in a low voice. The next morning his face was pale. Is something wrong? I asked. He forced a small smile. Just work. But later, I learned the truth. The coach to Madrid had crossed the mountains in heavy rain. On a dangerous curve, it slipped off the road. There were no survivors. Mateo knew. The police had called the station because of the passenger list. Rui's name was there. He did not tell me that day. Maybe he thought one wound was enough. I stayed with Mateo's family much longer than one night. One day became 3. 3 became 2 weeks. Then more. Inez found me soft slippers. Sophia asked me to teach her how to cook lentils the way my husband liked them. Mateo took me to the doctor and helped me replace my documents. He never made me feel like a burden. Sometimes I still sat by the window and thought of Rui as a little boy. I remembered his first fever, his first school play, the time he ran home crying because another child broke his toy truck. A mother's heart is strange. Even after betrayal, love does not leave neatly. At night, I prayed for him. I prayed for Clara and the boys too. I prayed that they would be protected from the worst parts of the world. Months later, on a quiet Sunday, Mateo was fixing a chair in the yard. I was peeling apples beside Inez. He looked up and asked, Do you miss your old apartment every day? I thought about the balcony, the flower shop bell, the blue curtains, my husband's chair. Yes, I said. I miss it. Then I looked at Mateo, at Inez, at Sophia trying not to burn a cake in the kitchen. And no, I added, because a home is not only walls. Sometimes a home is the place where someone chooses not to leave you. Mateo said nothing. He just nodded and kept working. But his eyes were wet. I lost a son in 2 ways. First in his heart, then in this world. But life, mysterious life, did not leave me empty. It sent me strangers with open hands, and slowly, those strangers became my family. If you are listening to me now, remember this. Blood can make a family, but kindness can rebuild one. And sometimes, the people who save us are not the ones we waited for.